Let me tell you, health is not free and health is not automatic. When I say free, I'm not just talking of money. You can't just lie down and expect to be healthy. Alright? You got to actually work in it. If each of you don't invest a little bit on health now, you'll have to invest a lot on disease later. Alright? So now let me just very quickly tell you, the whole of, if you want to envision health, you can envision it like the target of an archery. Can you know the concentric circles. So if you take the bullseye, the bullseye is actually the self. You are at the center of this whole thing. And that the self is where you take personal responsibility for health. Now, somehow, we seem to do all sorts of things knowingly, bad things, and yet we expect somebody else to look after us.
Quite, right? I understand that very well.
We smoke 40 cigarettes a day and then wonder why we get cancer of the lung or bronchitis, and then we expect the healthcare system to look after us.
And then we blame the government.
Blame the government. Okay, right. So we need to learn how to take personal responsibility for health, and I'll labor on this a little bit because I think it can affect everybody personally. And this personal responsibility for health is built on 5 pillars. Right? 5 pillars. The first pillar is exercise. Now let me tell you, our metabolism, we are human beings, we've been around 200,000 years in this shape. Gorilla shape a little bit earlier. But alright, in this shape, we've been around for 200,000 years. But our metabolism has not changed one bit in 200,000 years. You know how we are supposed to live? We are supposed to wake up in the morning, run around the whole day looking for food. Because agriculture, one of the worst health problem creators was the agricultural revolution. Right? Because before that, you spend the whole day foraging for food. Yes. Chase a little squirrel, or jump in a tree, climb up a tree and pluck a fruit. Exactly. By the time you come home, share your meal, no refrigeration, you eat up what you got for the day. Okay? And then if you caught an animal, you share with all your kin. The cave mates. Yes. Then after that you look around and see what attracts you, just drag by the hair and go.
Somehow it's still applicable in Malaysia, only illegally.
So at the end you're tired, you sleep. So you don't get diabetes, hypertension. I mean, your life expectancy was 35 because you fell down a ravine or you got eaten by a tiger. That's a different story. But you don't get hypertension, atherosclerosis, prostate cancer. Sure. You don't get all of this. Okay? So the thing is, our metabolism has not changed. So what do we have to do? Now, of course, we don't do all this foraging, but let's pretend. Let's pretend. Okay. At least let's get up in the morning and pretend we are running around. Let's do the work, So exercise. So exercise is cardinal. Why? Because our genes were meant for that.
I would like to add something to that. I heard on the radio that housework is very good for you.
Yes.
So yeah, gentlemen.
Anything, yes.
It's very good to help your wife occasionally.
Now let me tell you, I just said exercise.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you the modalities. Leave it to your creative imagination.
Ah.
I mean, but let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
Any exercise you do must last at least 20 minutes.
That would be a problem for most Malaysians, sir.
Number 1, exercise. First pillar. The second pillar is diet. Okay? Now we are supposed to be eating a large amount of fruits and vegetables and nuts and cereals, not white bread, polished rice.
Nasi lemak sotong.
Okay. So it's not only the diet, it's the portion size. Now you don't have to deny yourself things you like. I know we all like durians, alright? But it's avoidance. Durians, avoidance of high risk behavior. So what's high risk behavior? Smoking. Overindulgence in alcohol, not sleeping enough, and unsafe
stress
level and unsafe sex. Okay,
gentlemen.
Why would a gentleman?
Ladies.
Alright, so avoidance of high risk behavior. Alright, because that's the third pillar. The fourth pillar is what you call maintenance. You yourself must do certain things to go and check regularly. Do certain tests and so on a regular basis, so that you can preempt anything, nip it in the bud, as it were. And nowadays, you have all these things. So why not use them? Alright, so that's that. And the fifth one is some amount of self-care. You don't have to rush to the doctor for everything. You learn how to look after small things in your house, in your family, for your children and all that. Learn some basic things, so you don't have to rush for every small thing to a clinic, you know.